She got upset in
Don't
those
do that.
situations. As y'all can tell, I'm a bit of a smart ass. I've been this way for a very long time, but only with facts. And when you hit her with facts or something, she would get upset to the point where she'd want to get not like physically aggressive, like throwing fists, but she liked to show love by like pounding on your back and stuff like that. And one day that got taken out of my room, out of the apartment, and my roommate kind of split us up. And she was going so wild that people started coming out of the neighborhood like, what the hell's going on here?
Gaslighting is purposeful. You're doing it on purpose. You're trying to manipulate. It's not the same.
If she went and just went and got a Benz afterwards, that is gaslighting. She did it on purpose.
So if I gaslight you and tell you that you're correct.
Hold on, wait. Gaslighting is the action of repetitively and often brazenly lying to someone to manipulate them, to manipulate and ultimately control them in the relationship. It could be it could be divided into 4 different types: outright lying, manipulation of reality, scapegoating or coercion. Often they experience this combination of these 4 types and not just limited to just one.
So that was
in a simple form, gaslighting would be making me question what you feel, your reality. So if you're saying you're making me feel like this, or when you do these things, I feel X, Y, and Z. So you're saying you feel that way because of insert something that you did not feel that way. So I can make you question what you just said you feel. So that way, in the end of the conversation, you feel wrong for feeling this way. And more than likely, you're apologizing to me. That's gaslighting, trying to say what you feel is something else so that the other person, so you could be wrong for feeling that way. Not lying, saying I'm not going to do something.
Now they didn't say. They said, "Why would I?" See, they didn't say I wasn't going to do it. They said, "Why would I do it?" And it was like they was making it seem like it was a little more detailed than that, but they was making it seem like I was crazy for even thinking that they would do something like that. That is a form of gaslighting.
Let me give my example and see if this is gaslight. I'm asking because this is a very detailed definition, so I want to make sure. I had an ex-girlfriend that used to. She was a little bit aggressive, a little bit feisty. And the worst part about it, I told y'all, I don't like don't take this the wrong way, Lucky. I don't like looking at you because y'all look exactly alike, and I hate that woman. I mean, y'all are twins. But anyway, like I got people from college watching.
What was that Usher song that talks about that?
Y'all look exactly alike.
Oh, you remind me of a girl that I once knew. Yeah, that I once knew.
Anyway,
once knew.
When she got upset in those situations, as y'all can tell, I'm a bit of a smart ass. I've been this way for a very long time, but only with facts. And when you hit her with facts or something, she would get upset to the point where she'd want to get not like physically aggressive, like throwing fists, but she liked to show love by like pounding on your back and stuff like that. And one day that got taken out of my room, out of the apartment, and my roommate kind of split us up. And she was going so wild that people started coming out of the neighborhood like, what the hell's going on here? My roommate sent me back like, you don't need this, send her to the crib. She did this thing where she was completely wrong, all on her own, and like just had a full-on tantrum. But then naturally, this has been my girl off and on for like 4 years at the time, sends me a long text message explaining how it's my behavior that made her go do that to that extreme extent because she was embarrassed at this point. Breaks up with me, then continually sends me text messages throughout the day about how my behavior throughout the entire relationship led her up to that point, to the part where I actually did what Lucky was saying, and I started to feel a little sorry about who I'd been the entire relationship. A little bit. Is that gaslighting? I don't know.
That sounds like
it.
Seems like
I also think like a lot of people who have been abused will also say certain things like, oh, well, the abuser would say, oh, well, you made me angry. That's why I did it, or something like that. So that, to me, that sounds like an abusive situation too.
Hey,
Israel, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
That lady who told you that, of course, why would you think I would buy a car? When you pointed out the fact that she bought a Mercedes and that hurt her negatively, what was her response? Like, did you ever have a conversation with her afterwards about where she went wrong? What was her response?
Her response was, "What was I supposed to do? You know, I needed another car. My other car was breaking down. You know, I needed this and that." Yeah, she didn't accept no responsibility or accountability for it.
I'm sorry, it's not gaslighting.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just her being a woman, being a child. Okay. That's it.
Okay.
I sat on it.
That was just her being irresponsible. That's a trait that a man or a woman can have.
So if she, okay. No problem.
I'm just addressing Mr. Let Go with that child thing.
Chanel's so pretty and correct. Thank you for saying that, Chanel.
Thank you.
But what? Like, it's a child. Like, it's women. Okay, we're not gonna go down this rabbit hole, but altogether, women do these things. They'll do anything under the sun in order to get their way, and just in my opinion, just to help the men. A woman has one time to attempt to gaslight me, and it's over. You ain't got to cheat on me. You try to manipulate me or something, it's a wrap. So I personally, since a teenager, I don't have no gaslighting problems because I'm going to look at a woman like, oh, so what's happening? And in the middle of her gaslighting, she's going to change the verbiage to make sure she doesn't gaslight me because she knows by the look at my face that if she tries to go down this road, it's gonna be a problem.
What? You don't think you gaslight?
Mr. Lego, I think you slightly gaslit Coach K last.
It ain't slightly.
Oh no, you did.
Wait, how? Wait, I want to hear this. How? I'm listening.
Because she was trying to get a point across, and the way that it was a slight antagonizing and gaslighting. She knew what she wanted to say to you. However, the way that you were responding was throwing her off, like you were gaslighting her as if she didn't know what she wanted to say to you.
Okay, let me respond this because I remember exactly because somebody else did a show about it. The fatty guy, Team Fatty. Mm-hmm. So they replayed the video because I actually seen the video again. She came up, interrupted everybody and said, well, Mr. Let Go, you say this to women, you say that to women. And I just simply said, okay, can you elaborate on what you think? Because one of my ways of coaching women is there's a tell me more technique. Instead of feeling defensive when somebody calls you a this or calls you a that, you just say, well, tell me more, or either can you elaborate or what do you mean? I literally used my own technique on her. And then when she came back 20 minutes later to argue, then I was like, yo, we on something else. This is rude for you to just make this about me and you. And we talk about a totally different subject. I looked at the video.
Why'd you apologize?
Absolutely not.
Oh, whoa. I apologized to her because I told her to shut up. Hey, I said, shut your ass up. And I was wrong for saying that. I didn't apologize for what we were saying. I said, shut your ass up. And that was disrespectful.
Lucky, the chat is saying that I made you feel uncomfortable by saying you looked like my ex. Did I make you feel
said
uncomfortable?
About 4 times.
About 5, 6 times. And you put it in chat.
I'm not easily.
I put it in the back chat. Like,
sometimes I'm dramatic, but no, I don't care.
I'm like, yeah, if you don't
you
care,
got good taste, you go ahead.
Right? I'm like,
so y'all wait. So y'all trying to tell me that wasn't a form of manipulation that the person did? Yeah, that wasn't manipulative.
You're not gonna let that go.
No, I'm not gonna let it go. I'm not gonna let because of who it was. Because of who it was. Wait, hold on. Because of who it was.
Square peg in that
round
hole.
Because of who it was that did it.